6:36 here on BT. We'll send things over to Mike Eppel with a look at business news. It's going to be a very busy week in the business world.
Yeah, it sure is. Good morning, Tammy. We've got markets down a little bit this morning as we're coming into a week where we're going to see the three most valuable companies on Wall Street reporting quarterly results. Those would be Microsoft, which is now the world's most valuable by asset value, Amazon, and Apple, all set to report quarterly results this week. As we're coming off 5 weekly wins on both Bay Street and Wall Street. It's been a nice rally here to start January. TSX up by about 7% year to date. And along with those heavyweights on Wall Street, some here at home as well set to report, including CN Rail. We've got data on economic growth for both Canada and the U.S. due midweek, a decision on U.S. interest rates and U.S. unemployment statistics. So it's going to be a very busy week, not to mention the snowfall coming into the Toronto area, which could, keep people away from work maybe tomorrow on the Canadian markets. Along with all of that, we've also got overseas today a downdraft on stocks and coming off more economic signals out of China, which are pointing to an economic slowdown. Is Canada going cashless? Some interesting data points in a survey in today's Globe and Mail about the number of Canadians choosing to just use plastic or contactless payments through mobile apps. 63%, according to this Angus Reid survey of 1,500 Canadians asked, say they are strongly or moderately agree with the statement they never carry cash. And it's, in the millennial and Generation Z cohort, you're looking at about 70%. Now, a lot of Canadians still do like the flexibility that cash offers, the anonymity of it, and a lot of financial planners say it's actually a better way to save money because it's physically or psychologically a little tougher to part with cash when you're spending. Maybe you won't spend quite so much. We'll find out this week as well, Roger, which company on Bay Street will hold the ticker symbol POT, POT. This is it, the big lottery that the Canadian stock exchanges have put up because it figures that there was going to be so much demand for that ticker symbol among cannabis companies that they put it into a random draw. Should get the results on that on Wednesday. And it's going to be very interesting to see which company comes out ahead, whether it is actually a cannabis producer necessarily.
That would
Maybe
be
it's a pottery company. Who knows? We'll see who gets it.
I'd almost want like dude.
Well, there's weed and there's Cronus, which is the chronic, of course.
Yeah, and Bud. Somebody would want Bud, BC Bud, right?
And of course, the other thing too is in the States, on the federal level, it's still not legal, right? So some companies are going, maybe I don't want that on my U.S. related.
I think it's coming down there. And go back to the cashless society. I was in a coffee shop on Saturday. I went to pay with cash. Wouldn't take it.
And they don't take it. You have to pay with same
Cards
thing
only.
In many locales. But at the same time, it's when you're actually physically handing over cash, you kind of think twice perhaps about spending quite so much.
Spending the money. All right, Mike. Thank you very much, sir. Have a great day.